Well, looks like we have a visitor. Did the Brotherhood send you? Didn't know they were working with run-of-the-mill average wastelanders. Thought they wanted you strapped into one of those tin cans round the clock. It's wrong of me to judge by appearances, though. Why don't you introduce yourself? That's so. You got a deed to go with that claim? 'Cause, we're not gonna sign it.
This vault and all material goods within are hereby under possession of the Brotherhood of Steel. This requisition will aid us in the preservation of technology and the protection of mankind. Your compliance will ensure your safety.
You know, I'm interested in hearing more about this I suppose killing a few no-good
I repeat, your compliance will ensure your safety. Not that I'd expect a simple-minded brute to understand.
Resorting to name-calling already. I have to say, I'm disappointed. Thought I'd be able to speak to someone civilized from a big-shot organization like yours. What about you, Forward Scout? You do have a point. This place doesn't offer us any strategic leverage over the Brotherhood. If anything, you're gonna waste more resources protecting a place so far away from your home base. So then, it must be the weapons that are important to you. What's so special about these rocket launchers that a top-ranking member would come to collect them himself?
I don't know how you became aware of our internal hierarchy, but it's irrelevant to the situation. You will leave the weapons in the vault and disperse. Now.
How about you? Do you seriously take orders from this constipated suit of metal? Terrorize? We're out here trying to survive, just like anyone else. Meanwhile, the Brotherhood is marching around in power armor, threatening people who don't meet its demands. You tell me who's the real terror. We're heading back to Crater. This stash isn't worth it.
Not so fast. Tell us where you got those weapons from.
Ooh, sorry. I don't discuss Raider affairs on Brotherhood territory. If you really want to know, you can come talk to me in Crater. Don't worry. If it's only one of you, we don't usually kill on sight. Now let us through.
We completed the first part of our mission. I can't say I agree with your methods. Talking things through gives the impression of a compromise. The Brotherhood doesn't compromise. We determine what needs to be done, and we do it. You did do the second part right, so I'll leave it at that. Moving forward, we still need to track down the weapon source. That man appeared to know something. I don't care how you get it out of him, but make sure you get it. This is your top priority. The longer we let these weapons spread, the more difficult it will be to track down all of them.
Małe, duże.
Nice tin suit. Be a shame if someone swiped it.
Get out of my face.
Hey, you remember the new gang member? Brand new? Good. Because that's who you need to teach a lesson to. Good. You're not a flake. I'm impressed. I had a hunter follow the trail earlier, so I think these directions will get you close enough. If you only find a corpse, well, that's fine. Maybe the others got there first. I just want to know that it's done.
Can't believe they had the nerve to just barge in like that. At night acts like some kind of righteous savior.
I told you. And they're only gonna get more confident.
I won't let them. Do we have their patrol routes yet? A couple ambushes ought to take them down a notch.
We'll have to discuss this later. We've got a visitor.
So, you really came? Huh. To be honest, I didn't expect the Brotherhood to show its face around here with anything less than a fully armored battalion. Life is just full of surprises, isn't it? So, what can I do for you, oh honorable emissary of steel? Oh, right! The weapons! After they got forcibly confiscated from us, I almost forgot about that. See, the thing is, You and your metal buddies put me in a pretty tight spot back there. There are people here in Crater depending on me. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it back to them. So I prioritized a little bit. Getting home to those people was more important than being completely sincere to a group of heavily armed tyrants. So if you're looking for help with your little weapon problem, you can look somewhere else.
Don't you think you're being stubborn, Pierce? We have a good little Brotherhood peon here at our disposal. We can make use of that.
We've been over this. There's no compromising with people like the Brotherhood. Give them an inch and they'll take a mile.
We don't know that yet for sure. Besides, everyone has their own motivations. Our visitor might have one worth talking about.
I won't rely on a betrayal to take them down. You should know that. I have nothing left to discuss. I've given you my answer, Initiate. Now for your sake, I'd suggest you don't stick around.
Hey, you. Don't leave yet. I've got something to say. Don't mind Pierce, he's stubborn. Holds too tightly to his morals. I'll tell you about the weapons, but you're gonna need to give me something in return. Interested? I want intel on the Brotherhood. Records, roster, correspondence. You've got people specialized in keeping track of that sort of thing, right? Transfer their data onto this holotape and bring it back to me. Then I'll tell you what you want to know. Toodles.
New recruits, night shins.
Too bad this observer. I've always got time for you, Initiate. What do you need? Raiders, huh? If they're anything like the raiders we've encountered on the expedition route, then... my guess is the situation is... all right. How can I help? I think I understand. The funny thing about data is you don't know what's real or not. Not unless you gathered it yourself. To be honest, I was working on encrypting my terminal for this kind of situation. So, if anyone accessed it who wasn't supposed to, they would just get false info and none would be the wiser. I didn't finish, but you can still use the fake data I created. Should be clearly labeled in the files. Just, don't select the wrong one. This is the raiders we're talking about. It'd be bad news if they got an advantage on us. Worse, if the Knight found out it was because of me.
The Scorched, the Raiders, the Ghouls, if anything tries to attack...
Well, you know, just trying to help where I can. Rusty nails and live wires are fun and all, but sometimes it's also nice to write code without having to get my hands dirty. Not a problem. I'm here to help. I wonder what legacy I'll leave to the scrolls.
has so much to teach us. How didn't I see it before?
Robots everywhere, but all standard models. Surely there's something more to discover here. Here to lend a hand?
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
I wonder what stories are hiding in the mountains out here.
If someone gets a bigger cut than you, something's up. So watch your back.
You want quality? You get it here. Okay?
Just send a message. Nothing fancy. A bullet, a knife, strong words, you know. Use what you got.
Hey, you got the holotape? Good, thanks. The weapons don't have one source. Some of them we looted off a group of unfortunate settlers. We've also traded them among ourselves. Some old friends visited Crater a while back wielding that firepower, claiming they earned it in a fight. They were bragging about it till the day they left. Said they sent some big armored folks running. I can't confirm that the losers were Brotherhood, but that was your logo on the side of those weapons, wasn't it? Doesn't matter to me. Now, I told you what I know. With any luck, we won't talk again. Yep. They may or may not have more, but they've definitely come in contact with them. West. They said they passed through Ohio before coming here. I don't know how much further out they went. They wouldn't shut up about it, so I learned to tune it out pretty quick. But I do remember them passing around a helmet with a bullet hole through its visor. A trophy from the Fallen. Don't change your mind. This was a one-time offer, and it's one that neither of us will speak of again.
Fort Atlas is in good hands. Knight Shin's trained us well.
2,000 miles of hiking.
See if anyone needs help with anything.
Find, protect.
For yours, I see you've returned from Crater. Standing by for your report. That's not what I was hoping to hear. All right. Tell me about the
Well,
sources.
running my own operation would involve this much paperwork.
I see. And are those raiders still at Crater? It can't be helped then. We need to focus on Appalachia for the moment.
Need to see if we can spare any supplies for the relief efforts. Might buy us goodwill with the locals.
And the other one. Foundation 2. This is bad. Worse than I thought. At this rate, all of Appalachia will be toting these rocket launchers. All because of... Forgive me, Initiate. I lost my composure. We need to follow up with Foundation as soon as possible. So that's everything. That was a thorough report. The Brotherhood appreciates your diligence looking into this matter. Our next step is to deal with Foundation. Paladin Romani already had plans to establish contact, so she'll want to hear about this. No need to expound everything. I'll follow up later with a more detailed report. Ad Victorium.
Make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
Who knows what strange contraptions they
Here's causing trouble again. We'll have to do something about them.
Ah, Initiate. I haven't had the chance to discuss your last assignment with Knight Shin yet. Was there something you needed to report to me
Disorders
directly?
expected in a place that lacked Brotherhood oversight for so long.
Really?
Still,
Foundation?
this is-
That's troubling.
I'm never gonna make a name.
How well do you know the people of Foundation? They seem like fine people, focused on building a safe place here in Appalachia. I spoke with a few members of their community, looking for ways to work together. We're in need of food and water. They have plenty to spare.
I am a link in the
However,
chain that
knowing they
binds.
may have those weapons,
That is what keeps this order
accelerates
together.
matters. It's critical that we follow up with them right away.
We have to cut ourselves.
Your mission is as follows. Meet with Gloria Chance, the supervisor of Foundation Supply Room. Determine whether or not they've seen or acquired such weapons for themselves. And lastly, establish a trade deal with Foundation. Something that will provide us longevity in Appalachia. And allow me to stress, both returning with the weapons and securing a trade deal are equally important objectives, Initiate. Remember, you represent the Brotherhood to these people. Do us proud.
If I don't sleep tonight, I should be able to get this list done.
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day, but look what else it wrought. I'm glad we guard our tech closely.
No meat approved.
Those kids we
The
picked up
perfectly
are doing
preserved
okay.
pie with every
What were
dinner
their names again?
declined.
It started with an M.
This ration request doesn't even have a name on it. Please make sure you're back. I assume Paladin Romani has tasked you with handling the situation. Why are you dragging your feet? Move out! I see. This isn't surprising, but it's not the choice that I would have made. I will have a word with Paladin Romani while you're out. But remember, respect the chain of command. If Paladin Romani has tasked you with this, carry it out, regardless of what you or I may think of it. Do not test my patience, Initiate. This is our way. Chain of command supersedes how we feel. However, I will put this as plainly as I can. I feel we'd grow stronger from continuing to rely on ourselves, rather than focus on trade deals. Recovering the weapons, however, is more than a task. It is your duty as a member of the Brotherhood of Steel. That's all I have to say on the matter. You have your assignment. Carry it out.
We should see if anyone needs help with anything. One day I'll make night.
You can help if you want. Just don't get in my way. Look, I like your enthusiasm. Reminds me of myself when I was a young punk. Full of lousy dreams and idiotic ambition. Here, take this. Maybe it'll help. But I don't need a partner here, got it? Now scram, punk!
Get lost, pissant. Why? You don't think you can do it alone? Look, you're part of the gang. You gotta pull your weight like any of us. Here.
Up, you said your prayers.
You better watch it. What are you looking at?
Finally, someone with the guts to help. Someone to... If you can get... Excellent. Fortunately, we put tracking transmitters. I can show you roughly... Foundation.
You must be here about that shipment of Blamco mac and cheese. Great. I was starting to get worried. Oh, pardon me, then. You say you're with Paladin Romani? That's fantastic. I didn't think she'd get back to us so quickly. How can I help you, sire, your majesty, your steeliness? Illegal? Are there even laws that we could break? Tad, hun, can you explain, please?
Let's simmer down now. Nothing to get all demansive about. Besides, the stuff we got is on the level. Unless you Brotherhood guys are making illegal weapons, I mean. And tell me if this sounds familiar. Tubes of explosive death with your logo on the side? Oh, sure. Or, no, actually. Some guys from the town watch took them out for testing a little earlier. I'm sure you can catch up with them. They normally practice at a small site they set up near the East Mountain Lookout, a bit north of here.
Oh, that's right. Mike and them took the weapons out for a test drive. If you head over, I'm sure they'd let you take a look. I hope you understand those weapons are our property, though. We spent quite a bit acquiring them. But hurry back. I'm sure we can still find a way to work together, even if we don't need more weapons. Okay, shoot. And send the fellas home, would ya? They've been playing with those things long enough.